Are you a creator or a consumer? I think a lot of times in our society, we either are in one of two of those camps. But for me personally, I'm really passionate about talking about social media. So I view a lot of things through the lens of social media. And I think that's a massive question to be asking. I personally am leaning as far to the creator side versus the consumer side as I possibly can. And here's why. Number one, you can make a ton of money if you learn how to monetize within a social media following. But there are a lot of other lower steps on that totem pole that are still extremely valuable for you as an individual. Number one being it grows your communication skills. Because I'm able to look at a camera, communicate in a clear way, not pause, not say ums, likes, filler words, that is able to help me when I'm communicating to my employer, to my other workers, coworkers, employees that are underneath me. I'm able to communicate well. I'm not self-doubting, not as confident. I'm able to communicate really well. And it comes back to the fact that I've made over 400 pieces of short form content where I look at the camera, communicate, and I'm able to express my opinions. Number two, I really personally believe that it creates discipline. If you say to yourself, I have to make at least one piece of social media content every single day, regardless of what happens in your life, you start to build really great habits that I believe will kind of merge into all aspects of your life. And then number three, I think it kind of develops a desire in you to think critically. What do I think about opinions? Or what do I think about current events? Or what do I think about X, Y, and Z, right? You actually start to have some deep internal conversations that really sparks, I think, good conversation. I've had really great conversations where I'm improved because people comment things that maybe I might have missed, but then also I'm able to express my opinions and I'm able to have conversations with my wife, conversations internally, and I think it's really helpful. So I think a lot of times when we talk about being a creator or a consumer, we always think about the money aspect of being a creator, but there's a large amount of actual net positives for your life just by entering the creator space, right? And I know that there is no way that every single person is going to be 100% creator. You've got to have a little bit of consumption within your life, and I'm totally fine with that, right? But as an American, at least in our society, we are heavily tilted on the consumer side, consuming. Oh, indulge in this, right? You've worked so hard. Why don't you kick up your feet, relax, watch some Netflix? And I'm totally fine with that. I think you need to have breaks, you need to have rest. I think that's honestly biblical, it's scriptural. We have a Sabbath day, and that's honestly really hard for me because I like to work all the time. But you need to have times where you consume, and you also need to have times where you create, right? That's where if you want to have a wealthy life, you have to create something of value. I think you can do that through social media. I highly recommend that you do that through social media, or you can create an additional income, right? You can have a side hustle. You could start a business. Honestly, in life, you're going to be rewarded when you create. You are going to be hindered if you consume, because consumption normally leads with time waste, money waste, maybe even honestly, time waste. All those things are going to really impact you. So I really want to pose that question. Are you a creator or consumer? Think about it. And then also, what are you going to do about that fact, right? You've got to move forward. You've got to move to that next step, because I think that's where the breakthrough is going to happen. And I know if you're watching this video, you probably want something more for your life. And it just starts by just doing, right? Creating something. It's going to be really bad at the beginning, but fast forward, you're going to be able to do something like this. You're going to be able to hold someone's attention, communicate a skill, and not have to take breaks, not have to take edits. And honestly, then it becomes a cakewalk, because now me on social media, it's so easy for me to just batch content, make a whole bunch of ideas, because I could just turn on the camera and just start spitting, start yapping, right? So that would be my encouragement to you guys, is figure out where you are on the pendulum of creator versus consumer, and then try to bring that pendulum further and further away from consumer and closer into the bucket of a creator. If this is helpful, give a like, drop a comment down below. I'd love to hear your opinions. Subscribe. I'm trying to do this thing full time. Honestly, I'm trying to make a revenue stream, but I'm also just trying to get better with my communication skills. So Any comments are welcomed. I appreciate it. And hopefully you guys enjoyed. Maybe check out this video because YouTube thinks you'll like it. I don't know.